Real nice class here, and some give and take. The top pair of sheep are quite different. For me, the one we land on, I think he's just a complete when it runs uphill. He balances a little more intriguingly from the outside. I think he's got a much more hard muscle shape as you study him right out of his blade there. I think he presents an awful nice silhouette. Not quite as stout and as powerful. That dude is standing too. He's cracked open. He's wide chested. He's bold in terms of his rib and his body. He's opened up high. He's level at best. He's a little deeper and plainer up front versus the one right ahead of him. But he handles great. He's got some extra power. Skeleton is extremely good as well. He gets out and goes. I just don't read him quite as athletic from the outside, quite as cool up front as the one right ahead of him. But that's an intriguing pair of weathers. You pick them like you like them there, and I wouldn't argue with you. The sheep in third. This one kind of resembles our class winner in terms of his look up front. I think he's a little taller fronted than the one right ahead of him. That one doesn't have the shape and the mass, and neither one of those two up there have. And also, when you get on it, he's a little softer and plainer about his top and his shape there in relation to those two ahead of him. But that's still a nice one there. Gets out and goes really well. I think that one presents a nice look. The young lady's got one here in 4. He balances good. He's level and square. Presented extremely high there as well. He doesn't have his shape though. As you get right in behind him and watch him go away from you, he gets a little flatter and nondescript versus those 3 ahead of him. Sheep coming out here in 5. I love the handle of this from the trimness, the hard muscle shape. You study him long enough though, he gets a little deeper, but bolder about the point of his shoulder in relation to his flank there. You change him there, ever so slightly drop that flank down in him a little bit. But he's a hard handler and fresh one there. Young man's got him in good shape to show. Congratulations to all of them. A nice set of sheep here to evaluate.
Results from class 14. 10th place, Parker Livestock. 9th, Caitlin Campman. 8th, Rowdy Campfield. 7th, Justice Gale. 6th place, Jordan Helms. 5th, Grayson Birch. 4th place, Cheyenne Meyer. 3rd, Colton Huckström. 2nd, Kira Elliott. And 1st place from class 14 goes to Madison Woods. Now entering the ring, class 15, weighing 152 to 153 pounds. This is the first call for class 16, weighing 154 to 155 pounds. First call, class 16, market lambs. Class 17, be ready.
No fighting. Yeah, it's not.
Toro's saying that the live feed is off class.
It's what?
That it's off class, like it's
Yeah, it should be fixed now. We were having like issues.
There's a 2015 Dodge that is blocking a trailer from moving. If you have a 2015 black Dodge with a B610130 license plate, you can remove. Second call for Class 16 market lands, weighing 154 to 155 pounds. Second call, Class 16 market lands.
I know, but it's part of me that's just one time. Final call, Class 16, weights 153, 154 to 155. Final call, Class 16, Class 17, please be ready.
You know, interesting set here, some give and take. Really a good set of sheep though from top to bottom. I like this trio of them quite well, but I like this sheep that wins this class very, very nicely. I think at times for the young man, he wants to overdo it, brace him just a little too hard where that sheep built, but man, that's a stout featured one, good at the ground, good looking one, balance is extremely good. Fresh to the touch there. That's an awful, awful nice class winner. From there, I thought he got a little closer between several of these sheep. The young lady's here in second. I just think he's relatively fault-free. He's bold and square out of his shoulder. He's good in his body shape. If we're going to pick on him, we'd like to maybe make him a little longer, more extended up front. But I think in relation to his body length, I think he does it very well and corresponds that to a really good four-ribbon flank, and that sheep handles extremely good as well. Just not quite as exotic as the one ahead of him, nor the one behind him. The sheep in third, wild, good handling one here. His front third of his body is very good. We get him into motion. I picked on another one the young man had. I'll pick on this one too. In his loin there, he needs to lay it down. He needs to be more comfortable out of his hip and his hind leg when we get him into motion. You stop that one and prop him up. That's why he gets as high as he does, because that one is deadly propped up and awful good handling. The sheep in fourth, another one propped up. I was all in. I thought this one really has a cool look from the outside. Them big old legs on the blue one like that makes him look awful neat. When you get up on top of him, he doesn't handle nearly as good as that trio ahead of him. And if we make that one fresher and squarer today, I think he can run up, because I like his build a whole lot. I just don't think he handles quite well. Maybe didn't take the trip too good coming out here to Arizona. Sheep coming out here next in line. Another one, this one is really, really good balance one from the side. I like that one from his top shape. I like his width and his dimension out of his pin. I'd like to change his body shape there though, in terms of his forerib and the way he's designed back into his flank. I think we dropped that one's flank and his midrib in it. I think it softened his body shape up there. It improves his look to a ton, because his muscle shape is out there. The other thing with that guy for me, he just needs to be truly bigger, stouter footed at the ground. He's got a nice white wool there, makes him look good, just like to stout his feature up there a little bit. But that's a nice good sheep there coming out in five. A competitive set here. Congratulations to all of them. Really nice set of sheep.
Results from class 15. In 10th place, Harley Cundiff. 9th, Tessa Delmore. 8th place, Andrew Cox. 7th place, Macy Russell. 6th, Shelby Curry. 5th, David Vetter. 4th place, Nicole Zuber. 3rd, Hayden Schroeder. 2nd place, Kaylin Decker. And your class 15 winner, Creighton Hirschfield. Now entering the ring is class 16, market lambs weighing 154 to 155 pounds. This is the first call for class 17, market lambs weighing 156 to 157 pounds. First call, class 17, market lambs. Class 18, be ready. Second call, class 17, market rounds. Second call, class 17.
Tell you, a good set of sheep here and a deep set. This one is probably as competitive down deep as any we've seen. And I tell you, these top 2 or 3, 4, however far you want to go, are very, very good. They're different. One we selected to start with, I think he put some pretty cool pieces together. That one's the most exotic from the outside. Those of you behind me can appreciate the fact that one runs uphill. He's shallow, he's neat, his breastplate's where it should be, and then he reads good into his flank. I'm not going to call him wider or stouter than the one behind him, but I think he's got plenty of muscle. You can't tell me that sheep doesn't. He's good looking, he's good built, and he's so sound and good fronted, and that's the difference between him and the one in second. The one in second is as wide and burly and big-footed and just wide-faced and cracked open as any we've seen, particularly out of the stifle in his lower leg, and I like that about him. He's not nearly as good looking up front as the sheep right ahead of him. He's level at best. He's a little shorter and thicker about his neck there, just a little coarser in his build, but I certainly appreciate all the power he has from there back. An awful nice sheep coming out too. And 3, the young man's got one I love, his look from the side. I think he balances extremely good. You run into a pair that are just bolder and stouter than you are today, partner. That one doesn't have quite the gas in him in terms of width and dimension, particularly as you're starting to come at you and going away from you, but still really fresh and good handling when there. It's going out of here 3. Young man does a nice job sticking him. The sheep in 4th, man, when I walked up behind him, I thought, wow, we've got something here. And I still believe that from like a 3/4 angle. If you need to make sheep wider and bolder and dull those things, he is crazy there. That one has a lot of similarities to our sheep that goes out here in second. When we put him into motion that last time, he wants to get a little further forward in his shoulder, wants to run downhill ever so slightly a little deeper. But man, you just talk about power and width and freshness of handle. That young lady's got that one in the right shape to be out here in the ring. An awful nice sheep going out of here in 4. In 5, another one, some similarities to that. He's so bold and square. I think that sheep handle's really fresh. You can see it from the outside, right out of his shoulder. The more we studied him, I think that one just reads plainer for me in terms of his body shape, in terms of his front end design. I don't read him quite as unique from the outside as those 4 ahead of him, but I certainly appreciate the power and the freshness, the shape to his loin end, and the squareness out of his hip and stifle there is extremely good. Next young lady's got another. We'll talk a couple more because I think we need to. This one's stout, cracked open, more moderate in terms of his kind. He's never very big, never going to be very big, but I like his power. We like to give him a little more flex out of his hop too. He's kind of straight there. The sheep next in line, young lady's got, that one props up as good as any, but at the end of the day, he just doesn't have enough width and dimension. He needs to be more of a man out here with us. With good looking sheep there, balance is extremely good. I tell you, this was a great set here from top to bottom. Congratulations, Tom.
Your results from class 16. In 10th place, Lauren Swan. 9th, Zane Downey. 8th, Reagan Spiva. 7th, Chancellor Johnson. 6th, Haley Albrecht. 5th, Addie Hudson. 4th, Gabby Juarez. 3rd, Braden Powers. 2nd, Logan Jackson. And your class 16 winner, Riley Faye Hoyle. Now entering the ring, class 17, Market Lambs weighing 156 to 157 pounds. For the Division 4 Champion Drive, we need Madison Woods, Kira Elliott, Creighton Hirschfield, Kaylin Decker, Riley Hoyle, and Logan Jackson to report to the holding area.
kids' class, so we're just watching. We're just spectators, so we're not mom. Well, then you hear it.
Do I have Tyler? Are you home? Okay. Okay. I mean, it is first call. So which one's it? 1-6. Oh, wait. Okay, that's my sister and that's her daughter. Oh, okay. And that's my daughter. Okay, so you're with the same one. We are. I don't think she has her phone, but when we get closer. Oklahoma. Somewhere in Oklahoma. The Stillwater area. The banana show these guys. He's the top one. Sister here, Boston. Yeah, here. That's exactly what that is. I'm gonna stop. I know that. Where is it?
Second call for Madison Woods, Kira Elliott, Crane Hirschfield, Caitlin Decker, Riley Hoyle, and Logan Jackson to the holding ring.
Good set of sheep here. Lots of differences. We land on one that he put some awful neat pieces together. I think you can appreciate him from the outside in terms of his look and balance, and that thing's wild muscle. I mean, you can see it. You see the shape. He's just dripping off of him. His body shape's good. His look and balance is extremely good. I think that's a very logical place to start this particular group. Then we need to sort the others here for me. But what you do here in the next 3 or 4, I think we could certainly discuss it. I wouldn't argue with you a great deal. The sheep in second, I just think he's true and honest in terms of his build, his kind, his athleticism, the way he runs uphill. And then when you get your hands on him, he's as hard handling and as shapely muscle as any out of this particular group. Now, in relation to the one ahead of him, he doesn't have near the power of the one right ahead of him, but that's still an extremely good balance one. It's hard muscle and got the right look and design. And that's why he beats the one coming out in 3. I think it's the way he's designed up through his chest floor and his hard muscle shape. The one in 3, from his rib cage back, I like him. I like his width, I like his power. He's a little softer, plainer about his muscle shape, but a little deeper up front, a little more mature as you study him through his chest floor in relation to that first 2 sheep, but still think very, very high quality. The one coming out here in 4, I like the handle. Now, you got him dialed in, he's fresh, he's square over his rack, he handles very good. To me, I think if you took that flank wool off of him, his balance from the side's a little wrong. It's a little iffy. He's a little long in terms of the sternum there and through his chest floor. He gets a little high up there in terms of his chine bone. I just don't read him quite as neat there from the side, but one that from a handling standpoint is extremely, extremely high quality. The one coming out here in 5 has got a lot of neat pieces as well. I think the longer I studied him, though, he wants to get a little easy in his top, a little average in terms of his body, and not quite as burly at the ground as the ones ahead of him. But man, you got him hard handling. He's fresh, he's dialed in from that aspect. Still extremely high quality when they're going out in 5. Another sheep coming out in 6, it looks very, very good from the side. That one though needs to be opened up in terms of his chest floor. You can see it as you study his knees right there. They need to be a notch wider as he comes at you. Good set of sheep here though. Congratulations to all of them.
Results from class 17. In 10th place, Caitlin Dickinson. 9th place, Landon Spade. 8th, Kimber Rudiger. 7th, Anna Stratton. 6th, Carly Costello. 5th, Kylie Kunzler. 4th, Jackson Boyle. 3rd, Brinkley Hoover. 2nd, Shane Smith. And your winner of class 17, Brantley Cox. Now entering the ring is the Division 4 Champion Drive. First call for Class 18 Market Lands.
Just like the last division, I think this set is extremely, extremely good. Lots of extremely high quality sheep out here. I commend you all. This is fun, folks, and I'm certain all of you got your favorites. And again, I hope you do. I hope you at home got your favorites. And I hope you're rooting for your kids. And I certainly think you can at least see a pattern in what I'm picking: sheep that have some muscle and some look and some balance and all those bells and whistles, and then do it in as crazy a package as you can. Just get out there in terms of shape or balance and do it all very, very well. So tremendous set here. Really, to me, in this particular group, there's a trio of them, and unfortunately, one's going to get left out. But I think there's 3 sheep that are just next level in this particular group. I commend all of you. A tremendous, tremendous set, though, from top to bottom. But again, I'm very, very pleased to go out here and pick a champion in reserve. So if you will, join me, give these young people a nice round of applause. We'll find them there.
Your Division 4 champion out of Class 17, Brantley Cox. And your reserve champion of Division 4, Riley Hoyle from Class 16. Just a heads up, the guest services and feed store will be closing at 7:30. So if you have anything that you need to purchase for tonight, you need to go do it in the next half hour. In addition to that, if you have an animal that is not in the auction and you want to consign it at a resale price, you must do so and turn in the Packer copy of your weigh card by 4 p.m. tomorrow to guest services.
You're okay by yourself? I don't know you'd want to try sitting down for the example. I'm going to sit over my phone.
We'd like to take this time and thank some of our sponsors for our Sheep and Goat Show today. Lincoln Cattle Company, JBS, IVVA, Hilton Garden Inn, Phoenix Midtown, GNC Water and Ice, and Empire Power Systems. Also, we'd like to remind our exhibitors to have your pictures taken by our media interns. Result photos are shared with the industry publications and are available free for download, thanks to our friends at Showbloom. So if you head on over to WeKnowLivestock.com, you can have a free download of all photos from the Arizona National Livestock Show.
Another one. For her car, I don't know what happened to that piece. Thursday for children, working, guys, dog, had a one like that. That's too bad. You're here, but you know. Get here, and I can't get to the
Probably not leaving around till like 30.
Finishing. Final drive.
Final drive to work.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So that helps.
So, yeah, you're right. Probably more costly though. I wonder if there's big
We'd like to take the time right now and thank our judge and introduce him, Mr. Britt Jennings. He's a North Carolina 4-H livestock specialist. He attended Butler Community College and then went on to attend North Carolina State University for his bachelor's and his master's. He has two sons, Zaid, 8, and Carter, 3. He's also the owner-operator of Jennings Livestock. Last and final call for Kristen Smith. The class is walking in. First call, class 19 market lambs, weighing 160 to 162 pounds. First call, class 19, class 20, be ready.
Text messages for fraud.
Yours runs out. It does need to be charged though. 22%.
Second call, class 19, market landing, weighing 160 to 162 pounds. Second call, class 19.
Interesting set here. Really a nice place to start, though. This one brings an awful nice silhouette from the outside. I think you can appreciate one that runs uphill. He's got that kind of look. And and he handles very, very good. He's good over his rack and his loin. If you're going to pick on him, he maybe drop his flank ever so slightly in that sheet, maybe open his fore or his midrib up there ever so slightly. But I think that one wins this class quite nicely. That's an awful high quality one right there to start with. Second, third are close. The sheep in second, I just read him as a nice trimmer, more athletic in his build. He's really hard muscled. He's big-ended there, really fresh to the touch as well. I think he presents a nice silhouette from the side. I guess as we study him long enough, though, he's not overly extended up front. He's just moderate in terms of his frame, a little more compact up front as we study him in relation to his body there. I still think a very high quality one going out of here in two. Sheep in three, I love his body shape. I love the rib and the pattern of this one there. We'd sure like to lengthen him out, though. Just make him a nice bigger skeleton later in terms of his maturity pattern. But his body shape, his width at the ground, his extra stoutness of feature is what beats the one coming out in four. That one's got a nice look. I think you like that about him. As long as you study him, though, he's plenty flat in terms of his shape right out of his stifle and down to his lower leg there. You like to open him up there from behind just ever so slightly. But I do like that sheep up high. I like his look there as well when we watch him from the side. Sheep coming out here at five. He's just a good All-American sheep. He's sound-legged, he's level, he's square-hipped. The more you study, he's not nearly as cracked open or shapely in terms of his muscle as in four ahead of him, but I do like his kind of just being fault-free gets him up in that top five. We got some more sheep in here that certainly have a lot of quality as well. Just subtle difference in terms of build and kind of sorts them out for me. Good job, though. Congratulations to all these exhibitors.
Your results for class 18, in 10th place, Justice Gale. 9th place, Haley Albrighton. 8th place, Brady Galindo. 7th place, Kendra Kennedy. Sixth place, Carly Klitz. Fifth place, Harley Cundiff. Fourth place, Catherine Olson. Third, Chloe Mucci. Second, Bailey Anderson. And your Class 18 winner, Madison Rule. Now in the ring, Class 19, weighing 160 to 162 pounds. First call for Class 20, weighing 100, Market Lambs weighing 163 to 165. First call, Class 20, Class 21, please be ready. Second call, Class 20 Market Lambs, the holding ring. Second call, Class 20 Market Lambs, the holding ring.
All you got.
20 market lambs. Final call, class 20 market lambs.
Really a good set of sheep here, and a trio of them that go up to the top for me. And there's some differences in them, but I tell you, a really nice sheep here to start with. I like this guy's look from the side. I like his balance, the way that sheep runs uphill, and then you get in on top of him, and he's as bold and as cracked open as any we've seen, and just in terms of his shape to his body there, and his upper hip, and his stifle from behind. I think are extremely, extremely good. Probably not just the burliest, biggest legged one we've ever seen out here tonight, but I think that one's got a tremendous, tremendous look from the side. The sheep in second, his muscle shape is wildly good. Right out of his shoulders, very, very good. He's got a big hip, and his stifle and his jump muscle is very good. He doesn't handle as good over his loin as the one right ahead of him today. He doesn't handle quite as fresh there for me. And then when you study him from the side, he's level in his lines, but I don't read him quite as unique as the one up front in terms of running uphill and the way his chest floor is designed, but I think an extremely high quality one going out here too. That's an awful nice pair of sheep. The one in three, at times, I really, really like this guy. When you handle him, he's fresh, he's hard handling, he's got that white pelt that makes him stand out in here. When we put him into motion, that guy wants to get out past his body pretty hard off his hind too. We want to correct him at his hock there. You can see it as you study him standing still. Look at his passion and the way he's standing on his toes there. Not quite right. Now just standing there like that, if you look from there up, I like that sheep a whole bunch. He's extremely high quality. Just like to change him right there ever so slightly. But that's a trio of sheep. I wouldn't argue with you over which one you like the best. Coming out of here in four, another nice sheep. He's just modern. He's a little softer to the touch. Doesn't give me quite the handle those ones ahead of him do. Wants to run downhill a little bit. One coming out in five doesn't have near enough shape and power to get up and run with that four ahead of him, but still one that runs uphill relatively good. Just needs to be cracked open a little harder muscle to run with those four. But tremendous set of sheep here, particularly that top trio. I liked all of them quite a bit. Congratulations to each of them.
Results from class 19 in 10th place, Hope Watt. 9th, Zane Downey. 8th place, Bailey Lake. 7th place, Marissa Nicholson. 6th, Tanner Dean. 5th, Chloe Sandy. 4th place, Cooper Jackson. 3rd, Trey Hirschfield. 2nd place, Hudson Franklin. And your class 19 winner, Austin Allison. Now in the ring is class 20 Market Lambs. This is the first call for class 21 of the Market Lamb Show. Weighing 166 to 169 pounds. First call, class 21 Market Lambs. Class 22, please be ready to go. Second call, class 21 Market Lands. Second call, class 21. Final call, class 21 market lambs. Final call, class 21 market lambs, weighing 166 to 169 pounds.
I'll tell you, as we get bigger, that quality just remains extremely good. Lots of differences here, but extremely good set. About 5, 6, 7 deep, and some differences. We'll talk about them here. The sheep that comes up here to the top, first and second, they're both different in their build. The sheep we start with, I just read him to be so much truer at the ground and wider. He's more open up through his chest floor. He's bolder in terms of his forerib and his center body there. We could pick on that sheep a little bit. We could like to drop his flank there. He's got a little wool there, trying to help him offset that, because he's not the neatest chested one I've ever seen. But he does have a tremendous amount of power. He's really big in his hip, and he handles like a dream there in terms of his freshness and squareness to his edge there. We maybe like to make him walk out just a little nicer at his hock as well, but I'm picking on an awful high quality one. The sheep in second is bolder right out of his shoulder in terms of his squareness. You can see his rack standing up in him. I like that about him. I'd like to widen that one out right up front. I'd like to open up his forerib and his center body as well. Drop his flank down also in terms of relation to his chest. So it's some give and take, and I don't read him quite as open up and as powerful as the one right ahead of him, but two very nice sheep. Come out here in 3 is another one. I like this guy. I like his freshness to his touch. I like his handle and his look. I think when you analyze him versus that pair, he runs downhill slightly in relation to those. Doesn't give you quite the look up front and the length and extension you see in those sheep, but one that has a tremendous amount of shape and body. He may be better in terms of his flank and his forerib or his midrib there, but I don't see quite the look in doing those 2 sheep ahead of him. But that's an awful nice trio of them going out of here right there. The 1 in 4, this one balances extremely good. He's not nearly as cracked open and as wide as those 3 ahead of him. And that one just needs to have more to it. Need to get off on a 3/4 view, and I think we could run him up. But I do like his presence. I like his look and the way he sits down. The young man's got 1 in 5. This is stout featured and as cracked open as any we've seen. I like that about him. I like the width and the chest for that sheep and the power and freshness he brings to us. In relation to those ones ahead of me, he's level at best. He doesn't want to run uphill quite as neat. He's starting to look a little more mature right through his chest floor there versus those 4, but still an extremely high quality one going out of there. Another 1 in 6 we'll talk to. That one balances extremely good. Gets a little narrow when you get from behind him though. We need to open that one up, make him just a notch square. Opposite can be said for the next one. The young man's got. That one's crazy cracked open, but not too pretty from the side. So nice set here. Congratulations to all of them.
Results from Class 20. In 10th place, Haley Albrighton. 9th, Grayson Birch. 8th place, Shelby Curie. 7th, Regan Dolan. 6th, Paige Pence. 5th place, Colin Dino. 4th, Bailey Anderson. 3rd, Reagan Dolan. 2nd, Riley Faye Hoyle. And your Class 20 winner, Logan Jackson. Now entering the ring is Class 21 market lambs, weighing 166 to 169 pounds. First call for Class 22 market lambs, weighing 172 to 190 pounds. If we could have all first and second place exhibitors from Class 18, 19, and 20 report to ringside, or start preparing to report to ringside.
Perfect right there.
Well, I tell you, folks, another good set here, and I know that's repetitive, but tremendous high-quality set of sheep. And the one that wins is, he's kind of a man out here, I'm not going to lie, just in terms of his power and his shape, his width, his dimension is still good looking. I mean, that one still balances good. Look at his chest in proportion to his flank, and then just get in behind him one time and see how much wider he is than everything else out here. And I think that one just has some extra bells and whistles that makes him awful unique out here in this particular class, and that's an awful fun sheep to evaluate. From there, we got some differences, and I won't argue with you a lot if you like these a little differently than me. The sheep at second, I think he proportions his underline a little better than the one right behind him. He's certainly fresher when you get right up and touch him right over his loin edge. He's square and more hydrated today for me. I'm not going to call him more unique up front, but I certainly think he presents a nice look from the side as well. The one that comes out in 3, that one does have an extremely good look. It helps that he's got some extra wool back into his flank there, because that one wants to kind of tuck up into his flank ever so slightly. I don't read him quite as aggressive in the turn and the squareness to his edges as the one ahead of him. But I certainly think that one's awful unique up front in terms of his extra length and extension, and for one to run uphill, have those big old legs to go with it. The young man's got one, comes out in 4. You talk about exotic up front. This one's wildly good in terms of those things. His chest floor in relation to his flank. You analyze him versus those 3 does, steady him right there standing, watch him coming or going, he just needs to be cracked open and wider. If we make that one wider skeleton and bolder, with that kind of look, he'd be wildly good, because I do like that presence from the side. He just ain't nearly stout enough today to get him up higher. One coming out in 5 has moments of greatness out here, but he has moments of failure. That sheep right now wants to tuck down, wants to get easy in his back. He's good handling though, and when he does come together, and I think it's probably his best time is in motion, he pulls it all together, and his hip is good, his freshness to his touch. But like right now when he's wanting to tuck down, he wants to get high in his flank, doesn't balance up from the side quite as well. Young lady's got one coming out in 6, has got some power, big old legger one there. He wants to get too high in his spine though, too tight for me when we get him going. Nice set of sheep here, really like that class winner there. Congratulations to all of them.
Our results from class 21. In 10th place, Avery Sawyer. 9th, Aspen Martin. 8th, Ainsley Delmore. 7th place, Kaylin Klein. 6th place, Carly Wright. 5th, Carly Costello. 4th, Jason Price. 3rd place, Madison Woods. 2nd place, Haley Albrecht. And your class 21 winner, Brantley Cox. Now entering the ring is class 22, Market Lambs weighing 172 to 190 pounds. And this is the first call for all class winners and second places for classes 18, 19, 20, and 21. That's Haley Albrecht, Brantley Cox, Riley Hoyle, Logan Jackson, Hudson Franklin, Costin Allison, Bailey Anderson, and Madison Rule. Make your way to the holding pen. Second call for Haley Albrecht, Riley Hoyle, Hudson Franklin, Costin Allison, Bailey Anderson, and Madison Rule to the holding ring.
Watch your feet go, I don't want to chase my phone. Good thing he throws it.
Just a heads up to anyone that does have breeding sheep tomorrow. We will be starting at 8 a.m. with our AOB, followed by the other purebreds. Then we'll move into our commercial breeding sheep, and then start with the breeding does at 10 o'clock.
Do you have horns? Pretty sure not. You just have two? Yeah, we just, yeah. Two kids. My son's older than my other. How old is he? 4? He's 15. You guys got two for them weekend? Yeah. Trying to get home now. We keep working in.
Getting these big guys out here, and it's surprising the quality, honestly, this, for sheep this big, still be fresh and heavy muscle and shapely, but yet still maintain a nice look from the outside. And I think in particular, this pair up here, we get to the top, do that really well. The one we lead with is just wider everywhere you study him. Look at him right there through his chest floor, through his forerib and his body shape. I think he's bolder and wider up high as an addition to it. But a really, really nice sheep there to go ahead and start this particular group. The one there in second, I like his kind. He's tall fronted. I'd say it took him, he's one that's a little later in his maturity pattern, so it took him a little longer to get to where he needs to be here. But I'd say he fits the bill awful well now. I think his balance is good. I just don't read him quite as open up into ground though as the one right ahead of him, but I think that's an awful nice pair, two very, very high quality ones in 1 and 2. The sheep that comes out in 3 probably is harder to handling and is good looking from the side as the top 3 or 4. That one needs to be just a notch square in terms of his shape now. He's getting a little past his prime in terms of his handles, starting to get a little mellow in his touch. I'd like to firm him up ever so slightly as we get in there. Sheep coming out in 4's the other end. He handles like a rock star. That one's got a big old back in him and real shapely and big in it. He's got the big old burly legs to go with it. He wants to get his spine up pretty hard when we get him into motion. He doesn't collect himself quite as nice as the ones ahead of him, but I do like the power and the substance he brings to the table. A little bit of the same can be said for the young man in 5. There's got one. He's wide and opened up. He's a little softer and plainer for me in terms of his touch in relation to some of them ahead of him. But nonetheless, young man done a nice job, got a good project there. Nice set of sheep here, these big guys. Congratulations to all of them. Good job, guys.
The results from Class 22 are 10th place, Kane Kenyon, 9th place, Levi Dunlap, 8th place, Braxton Olson, 7th, Cooper Jackson, and 6th, Hadley Owens, 5th, Grady Jackson, 4th, Bryn Shue, 3rd place, Paige Pence, 2nd place, Sandy Klinger, and your Class 22 winner is Catherine Olson. Now entering the ring is the Division 5 Grand Drive.
I got a 24-foot gate next, and we got 2 seats in here and it, and I got plenty of room, and there wasn't an issue until so I thought the funeral was going to be after the New Year's, but we never did on New Year's Eve morning. I know nothing but I go here too, so I can stay there. Yeah, I don't know if they're doing it close to it. The open family is the best option. They're going to go right back to the house. So if they're going to take it to work in that year where they're swimming that, I don't have to really put it question. The main power on that. And last time I go down there, yeah. Or that's where the shit is at. Yeah, people were thinking about it. I know that. I don't know. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Folks, as we get here in the last division, I'll just say it's been fun. This is a tremendous set of sheep out here in this, from the first class to the last class here. I appreciate all of you ringside bearing with me. I know it's been a long day for a lot of you, and man, it's been fun. I appreciate this chance to come in here and sort through these sheep and at least get to give you my opinion on them. I hope you can see things that are consistent as you look down the line, and I feel like as I've looked across the divisions and got them all in my mind now, I'm very pleased with what they look like in terms of their type and their kind, in terms of their balance and look, and having some muscle shape and being athletic in terms of their build. I'm very pleased, guys. So I commend all of you. I'm not going to get long-winded here. I just want to thank you again and tell you, man, what a set of sheep. All of you ringside, the folks that put these things together. We've seen a set in all these, what's there, 10 out here that I think could win a lot of shows, a lot of places. So you guys should be proud of them. Pick the ones you like on your day, guys, and I won't argue with you a bit. There's one out here that suits me awfully well. I think your reserve gets a lot closer out of this particular division, and I guess I must give them one more look for that reserve, and I think there is one, though, I'll settle on that. I think it's pretty good. So a high quality set here. If you will, join me. Let's give these young people a big round of applause. They did a great job out here.
Sorry, are we hitting something?
Oh, no, you're good.